I'm going to share the sneaky habits that might be holding you back from feeling your best and how to fix them easily. When it comes to our health, we often think we're doing everything right. We're taking our vitamins, eating our fruits and veggies, and getting enough sleep. But the truth is, many of us are unknowingly engaging in habits that can negatively impact our well-being. It's not that we're intentionally trying to sabotage our health, it's just that we're not aware of the little things we're doing that can add up and make a big difference. For example, have you ever caught yourself mindlessly scrolling through your phone before bed only to find yourself still awake an hour later? Or maybe you've convinced yourself that a daily latte is a harmless treat, but in reality it's packed with sugar and calories. These might seem like small things, but they can actually have a significant impact on our overall health. The problem is we often don't realize we're engaging in these habits until it's too late. We might not notice the subtle changes in our energy levels, our mood, or our digestion until we're already feeling unwell. And by that point, it can be hard to pinpoint exactly what's causing the problem. So, in this video, we're going to explore some of the common health sabotaging behaviors that people often fall victim to and discuss why they're so prevalent. Let's face it, there's a lot of misinformation out there when it comes to health. We're constantly being bombarded with conflicting advice and trendy diets that promise quick fixes. It's no wonder we get caught up in the hype and start to believe that certain habits are healthier than they actually are. For instance, have you ever heard that low-fat or fat-free foods are a healthier option? Well, the truth is many of these products are highly processed and loaded with added sugars and artificial sweeteners. They might be lower in fat, but they're often higher in calories and can actually be more harmful to our health. Another common misconception is that we need to eat a lot of protein to be healthy. While protein is certainly important, overconsumption can put a strain on our kidneys and liver. And let's not forget about the environmental impact of a high-protein diet. We also often fall victim to fad workouts and quick fixes that promise to get us in shape fast. But the truth is, there's no shortcut to good health. It takes time, patience, and consistency to see real results. And then there's the myth that we need to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. While hydration is crucial, the amount of water we need varies greatly depending on our age, size, and activity level. Many of us are also guilty of not getting enough sleep because we're too busy or we think we can get by on less. But the truth is, sleep is essential for our physical and mental health. When we don't get enough rest, our bodies can't repair themselves properly and we're more prone to illness and disease. We often neglect our mental health, thinking that it's not as important as our physical health. But the truth is, our mental well-being has a huge impact on our overall health. When we're stressed or anxious, our bodies are more prone to inflammation and disease. We might also think that exercise has to be intense and time-consuming to be effective. But the truth is, even small amounts of physical activity can make a big difference in our health. We've all heard that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but is it really? While breakfast can be a great way to start our day, it's not the only meal that matters. What's more important is that we're eating nutrient-dense foods throughout the day. Another common mistake is that we think we're doing enough to take care of our health just because we're taking a daily vitamin. But the truth is, vitamins are meant to supplement our diet, not replace it. And finally, many of us think that we're too young to worry about our health. But the truth is, the habits we form now can have a huge impact on our health later in life. So why do we fall into these habits and misconceptions? Often it's because we're influenced by the people around us, the media and social norms. We might not even realize we're engaging in these behaviors because they've become so ingrained in our daily routine. Other times we might be driven by emotions like boredom, stress, or anxiety. We might reach for comfort foods or sugary drinks because they provide a temporary escape from our emotions. Some of us might be motivated by a desire to fit in or follow the crowd. We might see our friends or celebrities engaging in certain habits and think that they're healthy or cool. But the truth is, our health is our own responsibility. We need to take ownership of our habits and choices and start making informed decisions about what's best for our bodies. Let's take a closer look at some specific examples of health sabotaging behaviors. One of the most common habits is poor diet choices. We might think we're eating healthy because we're consuming plenty of fruits and veggies, but if we're also drinking sugary drinks or eating processed snacks, we're undoing all the good we're doing. Another problem is lack of exercise. We might think we're getting enough physical activity because we're going to the gym 3 times a week, but if we're sitting at a desk all day, we're still not getting enough movement. And then there's mental health neglect. We might think we're fine because we're not experiencing any obvious symptoms, but if we're not taking time to relax and recharge, we're putting ourselves at risk for burnout and anxiety. We also often neglect our sleep habits. We might think we're getting enough rest because we're sleeping for 7 or 8 hours a night, but if we're not establishing a consistent sleep schedule or creating a relaxing bedtime routine, we're not getting quality sleep. Other health sabotaging behaviors include excessive social media use, not taking breaks throughout the day, and not prioritizing self-care. But why do we engage in these behaviors in the first place? Often, it's because we're not aware of the harm they're causing. We might not realize that our daily habits are adding up and making a significant impact on our health. Sometimes it's because we're trying to cope with stress or anxiety. We might turn to comfort foods or excessive screen time because they provide a temporary escape from our emotions. Other times it's because we're driven by a desire to fit in or follow the crowd. We might see our friends or celebrities engaging in certain habits and think that they're healthy or cool. But the truth is, our health is our own responsibility. We need to take ownership of our habits and choices and start making informed decisions about what's best for our bodies. Here's the most critical insight I want to share with you. The habits we form now can have a huge impact on our health later in life. It's not just about the short-term gains or losses, it's about creating a foundation for long-term health and well-being. When we engage in health sabotaging behaviors, we're not just harming our physical health, we're also affecting our mental and emotional well-being. We're more prone to anxiety, depression, and chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease. But here's the good news. It's never too late to make a change. We can start by becoming more aware of our habits and choices and making small tweaks to our daily routine. We can start by cutting back on processed foods and sugary drinks and incorporating more fruits and veggies into our diet. We can start by taking short breaks throughout the day to move our bodies and clear our minds. We can start by prioritizing our mental health and taking time to relax and recharge. We can start by establishing a consistent sleep schedule and creating a relaxing bedtime routine. So let's recap the key points we've discussed today. We've talked about the common practices and misconceptions related to health and explored some specific examples of health sabotaging behaviors. We've also discussed why these habits are so prevalent and why it's so important to take ownership of our health. We've learned that the habits we form now can have a huge impact on our health later in life. I want to hear from you in the comments below. What are some health sabotaging behaviors you've fallen victim to? into, and how have you overcome them? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more tips on improving your well-being. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.